Okay, here we go. It's 35 degrees. Starting the Bay de Noc Trail. My shuttle drivers just dropped me off. A nice retired couple. They offered to drive me down here so I can hike up 40 miles. And my Jeep will be waiting for me at the northern trailhead. Just a few minutes into the hike here. Real nice trail. Pretty sandy so far. The sun's coming out nice. I'm about a couple days past peak. The leaves are definitely falling. But still some nice color up top. Got in late last night. It was 11:59. Right before midnight. Slept in a Jeep. Got a good 7 hours, or at least 6, so should be good for today. Had a horse crew there kind of catching up on me, so I took a little break and let him pass. And, I'll give him a little time here and head on my way. Now I am at Haymeadow Creek. A nice little footbridge here. I decided to scoop some water up out of there. It's time to fill up anyway. And on we go. Had to jump off the trail here for just a minute to get a quick lunch. A cold lunch. I didn't feel like getting the stove out to do any cooking. Man, I'll tell you, my fingers are freezing. It is cold out here. It did not warm up like they said it would. Still waiting on the sun. It could pop out. Gosh, if I was ready to camp. Look at that. Beautiful spot. Perfect trees for the hammock. The ground's nice and dry and clean with the pine duff. Just too early in the day to stop. Well, the sun finally came out for good. Feeling great. Nice warm breeze. We just pulled a total 180. Ah, it's beautiful out here. Look at those colors. Wow. What is that? Aspen or poplar? All right, I'm up here by the lake. Pretty nice spot. You see, right there in the distance, you can see a couple guys are camping. I came up on them and they're just sitting there doing nothing, drinking beer. They're like, come on in. So hanging out here, got a couple free beers, can't complain. So I'm just gonna hang out with them a little bit before I crash for the night. Worked out really well. Just gonna go down the lake and get some water and cook up some dinner. Okay, it's only 8:15 p.m., but I'm gonna turn in, get a lot of sleep. An excellent day. Ran into these guys over there and they cooked me up some fresh bass that they just caught. Rice and beans, a couple beers. Can't complain. And probably the brightest moon I've ever seen. Can see through the trees there. Okay, day number 2. I slept a good 10 hours. A lot of fog over the lake there. The sun's just coming up. Got the coffee going here. Do a Pop-Tart and some extra granola bars or whatever I have left. And I'll get packed up and get on the trail. Well, I just left camp a couple minutes ago and looks like maybe I did 20 miles yesterday, so I should run my GPS, but I never really keep track. I'll take a closer look when I get home. But that's good to know. 2 more extra miles down. I don't need any water. I'm just curious to see if this thing works. If there's any way to prime it. Oh well. Camera just doesn't do it justice. Beautiful. Talk about a great campsite. Again, if I was ready to stop today. Wow. This is just such a cool area. Okay, I just had to take a video of this. That's a little hump with moss on it. Something jumped up there and took a dump. That's funny. There's 30 miles. Gosh, 10 more to go. I could probably pound this thing out today, but I'll get to my car at 6 p.m. then what? I'm not gonna drive home, so I'll find a nice spot towards the end and spend another night in a hammock. A little past mile 30. It's just so weird. Such a change. Looks like this has been logged out years ago. I'm getting close to mile 36. So I'm hoping I can get up to this lake and not only get water, but camp by it, which would be nice. Unfortunately, my compass stopped working. It's on top of a bunch of iron or what? I thought that was over west towards Marquette area. But yeah, it says I'm going east. I know I'm going north, but just kind of messed up my map a little bit. I made it to the lake. Unfortunately, it wasn't on a trail like I thought. I had to go through some pretty thick woods to get to it. Unfortunately, I ended up in this crap. Nowhere, no trees to camp. I'll have to keep looking. I'm probably gonna get my feet really wet going through this swampy stuff to get water, but that's the deal. I'll look around a little more, try to find a dry shoreline. It's such a nice lake, but it's all this crap all the way around the shore. There's hardly any solid ground. I'm on this spongy stuff, walking through the grass, trying to step on dead trees and logs so I don't get wet, but well, at least I got to the water. I can drink up, fill up my water bottles, and I have to get back into the woods and find a spot away from the water. Great colors though. So there's mile 36, new plan. That lake sucked. The shoreline, there's just no way to, enjoy camping on it. So there's a creek up ahead. not even a quarter mile. And I'm just gonna use that for water, if I even need any more, because I got some out of that lake just now. But I'll go past that creek a little bit and camp. All right, I'm fairly close to my Jeep, end of the trail. Probably only 2.5 miles, but gotta spend another night. Kind of a little random spot here off the trail, not very far. But I'm just gonna get dinner going and make some hot chocolate maybe. Sit around, relax, and go to bed. Doing some pesto chicken pasta for dinner. And a tiny little twig fire. It got cold. It'll be 25 tonight, so just gotta burn a few little sticks here and eat some dinner. Day number 3, 29 degrees. That was the low. Got the coffee going here. I slept for 12 hours and I think I could have kept going. But it's time to get up and get moving. There's 38. 2 miles back to the Jeep. I only have about 1 ounce of water for the next 2 miles, so stretching that a little tight, but feeling okay. Mile 40. I can hear the traffic on M94. So very close to my Jeep. I just realized it's October 10. Not just Columbus Day, but Indigenous Peoples Day. It was kind of neat to finish up the Badenoch Grand Island Trail. The old canoe portage from, gosh, who knows, 400, 500, 600,000 years, whenever. All right, made it back to the Jeep here off of M94. I'm gonna pop under here and make sure I still have a catalytic converter after parked here for 3 days. Overall, fantastic trip. Had a great time. Great weather. Health-wise, felt strong the whole time. Got a decent blister on the back of my right heel, so I'm gonna have to check that out. That's pretty much it. I think the plan for today is drive down to St. Ignace, get a pasty for lunch, and then get down to Grayling for lunch number 2 for a spike burger and a beer in Grayling, and head on home. Let's take a quick look at my bed for the first night before I started the trip. I pop an old air mattress and blanket and sleep bag in there just to get ready for the next day early. And again, I have to thank the couple that picked me up and drove me down 40 miles to the start of the trip. Really appreciate that. Thanks for watching, guys.